we ask that you please stand, remove your hats as we honor America and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the Sikeston High School Marching Band. Standing for the playing of our school song, the Red and Black.
1, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sikeston Public School Stadium, and it is the home opener for the Sikeston Bulldogs as they take on the Dexter Bearcat in high school football. It's Football Friday, and I'm your host, Derek James, along with the president, Matt Tanner, alongside me for the third straight year. Somehow, some way, we've tried to replace the venerable Chris Hotchkiss. I don't know if it's possible to do that. But we're back, and we're back for another season of Bulldog football against a Dexter team that actually won a big game last week against Scott City. Yep. Scott City was, I don't know, maybe even favored in that game, and Dexter defeated them. Sikeston coming off a loss to Hillsboro, who some think may be the best team on Sikeston's schedule. Tough opener for the Bulldogs. And we'll see what happens tonight. What do you think about this game here, Matt?
Absolutely. Last year, if you remember, Sikeston played at Dexter. Sikeston was down, I believe, 25-7 at half, or something, 22-7. And frankly, it was the Joseph Heckemeyer show in the second half, and rumbled and bumbled and stumbled and ran over people and just went crazy. It had probably –
he had
200 yards rushing or something.
200-plus yards rushing.
And it was just one of those, Coach Pulley just said, we're going to try it again and see if you can stop him, and they couldn't stop him.
That was an incredible turnaround.
That was unbelievable.
I was at that game, and I think you were broadcasting on that game. And we were like, my gosh, we're getting whooped. And then it just turned around in the second half, and all of a sudden Heckemeyer is just running crazy. And all of a sudden, also, Sikeston's defense really stepped up and started getting stops, and then Sikeston ended up winning the game. Now, that proved to be Sikeston's only win last year.
Yep.
We hoping for a little better season this time around.
Right.
I know Coach Pulley is very excited about his senior class.
Yes.
They've got good, solid numbers out with their senior class and some experience there. And, Dexter's going to be tough again, just like last year. And it's people were asking me today, what do you think about the game? I said, it's going to be tough. Maybe a coin flip. I don't know.
I would say that, definitely. I think Dexter's probably a little bit better. I was talking to their broadcaster whose son plays for Dexter. And I remember last year they were sophomore dominated. And so that same group is now going to be a year older, you're stronger, you're taller, you're whatever.
Yeah.
And so they're going to be better. And by the same token, I think we're better than last year. So it's really going to depend. It's so early. I mean, there's no, we don't have like I was watching the other night, I was watching the SEC preview, and they got all these people, and they're talking about these and stats and all these things, and they're showing all these things, and the coaches, and they're, you spend an hour or 2 hours, and they're previewing every team. We don't really have that. I mean, we're not going to know a whole lot about really the Bulldogs or any of their opponents till probably week, 3 or 4 or 5 or something like that?
It takes a little while to figure out what you got.
Yeah.
And really, even after Sikeston lost to Hillsboro last week, 63-14, it's impossible to tell what kind of team Sikeston has. You know Hillsboro's great.
They have been a juggernaut for the past several years.
Yeah, what kind of steps has Sikeston taken? That's not a fair assessment to determine what Sikeston's going to have just yet.
Right.
It wasn't a pretty score, and, I mean, anybody can see that. Sikeston, I will say, in that game, they were down, I believe, 28-0, and came back and got it to 28-14.
They scored. Yeah, they scored that early. I watched part of it.
Yeah,
it was. I wasn't able to go. It was just I just wasn't able to make it, and plus it was 9 million degrees
and a late start too.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Folks didn't get back till 1 a.m. that night.
Yeah.
But it was Sikeston got it to 28-14. They kind of made some progress there, and then it kind of got away from them after that.
Right.
But you'll find out a lot more about what kind of team Sikeston really has tonight against Dexter, which is a little closer matchup than last week.
Yep, I agree with you. I agree. Dexter, they're going to – I was talking to, again, the gentleman that is doing the game for A-Corp Media tonight, and he said that their offensive line is big. So if they control the line of scrimmage, Sikeston's going to have to find a way to be able to combat that. But that's one of the keys to any game. They'll tell you the game's won in the trenches, so to speak. And hopefully our defensive line is going to be able to step up and make some plays, because they're probably going to try to run the football. They'll throw it some, but I would say their biggest attribute is running the football.
I think you're right about that. And I know that Coach Pulley has completely instituted a new offense this year. No more spread. They run more of a wing T or double wing, as they showed that in the Hillsboro game.
Double wing, double tight kind of?
Wing. Pretty much. Not always double tight, but definitely a wing T type thing. You're going to see some option. You're going to see some midline option, triple option, some different things like that. And I know they're hoping. I mean, when you run an offense like that, you're going to run the ball 90% plus.
Yeah, you're going to control the clock too. That's what you're looking for.
That's the game plan. Control the clock. You're not going to put the ball in the air very much. So obviously, offensive line play on Sikeston's side of it is crucially important.
Right.
In able to sustain drives.
I'm sure Keodrick Sherrod is going to be a big part of that. They're going to try to get to the senior. Yeah, that's right. And Trez. Yeah. Keodrick, 6 foot, 215-pound young man he's going to carry the load tonight. So I'm sure Dexter's going to be keying on him. I'm sure. I know they've watched film. We watch film on them. I mean, that's what you do now, or not now, but that's what you do to help scout your team.
One change, I talked with Coach Pulley just yesterday, and one change they made, they moved Keodrick over to the slot running back position. So you got Trez in a slot, Keodrick in a slot. Last week they had Keodrick kind of in
straight behind the
quarterback. Straight behind. The quarterback's actually in a pistol.
Okay.
They call it a pistol wing.
Right.
So the quarterback is not actually under center. So it's a little hybrid of wing T, but he's out of the pistol and the running back behind him. And that was where Keodrick was last week. He's moved Keodrick over to the slot.
Okay.
And somebody else will be in the what you call the fullback or however.
Right.
They got the name, maybe Keon Atkins, I believe, will be the one. If you call fullback or
the old full house backfield like Nebraska used to. 3 guys back there.
Maybe a 2-back.
There's
different terminologies.
Yeah. I'm not sure of the terminology either.
But Coach Pulley mentioned a couple guys that they have to pay attention to on Dexter's side. Now, he didn't know their names. He listed their numbers. And, of course, one of the numbers isn't even in the program. But
hey, that's sneaky on their part. That's coy.
So, but I know he mentioned number 7 and number 9. Number 9 is R.J. Farmer. And number 2, Jet Grams for Dexter. He's 5'9", 205 pounds, so he's a
load.
Thick load.
Yeah.
And number 7 listed as a freshman, but they don't have any size. I don't know that's accurate or not.
Bobby, the guy I was talking to, he said their old line is like 275, 255, 240. I mean, they're big up front. And so I guess last week they probably controlled the line of scrimmage against Scott City. It sure sounds like it.
The program is incomplete.
Yeah, it's hard to – yeah, they've only got 20
they,
kids on here, and I know they got more than that. You can look across there and count
not
that
a full
many.
roster. Half of them don't have heights or weights, and probably way more than half of them are listed as freshmen, so that's not accurate.
Yeah, that's we must have the wrong one on here.
But some of them are correct, and I know Coach mentioned Jet Graham's number 2. He's one to keep an eye on, big old, strong fullback type guy. And number 16 is the quarterback. Now, he's not listed, so that's not going to work well for us. We're just going to call him number 16, I guess.
That's coy.
That's very coy. Is Dexter being sneaky by sending false programs? What on earth? So anyway, well, regardless.
Tell you what we'll do. Blame Mr. Henson. How about that?
He will love that. Yeah. But we can go over Sikeston starters. We do have their names and numbers.
Yes.
So, and we can Coach Pulley was nice enough to give me a two-deep lineup.
It's a fancy sheet here. We've never had anything like this before.
And now I needed to get my trusty spectacles out to see it.
Yes, sir.
But I got them. And so your starting offensive lineman for the Bulldogs is Andon Christian at left tackle. Williams is Demarius Brown or Demarius Williams?
Yeah.
He's got Williams. The program says Brown.
Oh, he may be 76. Yeah.
72.
Yeah.
I bet it's Brown.
Yep.
Of course, he's 6'2", 295. So Sikeston actually has good size on their line as well.
I agree.
Carter Goodman at center, number 54. He's a senior as well. Hayden Hess at right guard, and he's also a senior.
He's not number 53, though, is he?
He's in the program. He's on my 2 deep as 53.
He's 68.
In the program, he's listed differently, so probably just a typo. And then Vic Mora, also a senior. He's the right tackle.
Dean's only interrupted real quick. We know one person's watching. Mr. Henson said I didn't do those.
Well, he's the one listener we have.
Hey, that's right. Hey, we just got to blame you anyway. We're looking for a scapegoat, Brian.
Yeah. Okay, here's our opening kickoff. Dexter's going to kick it deep. And number is 11?
Yep,
Number 11, Aaron Williams on the return. And he's going to be brought down around the 12 or 13-yard line. So Sikeston in their home opener, wearing the all red with the black helmets.
I really like that, by the way.
Oh, it's a great look.
Yes,
no
sir.
doubt. Dexter, of course, in their road whites with red helmets. Quarterback for the Bulldogs is number 3, Caden Craig. He's a senior as well. He's got a little experience from last year.
He did.
Of course, he started last week against Hillsboro. So as you can see, Sikeston coming out in the wing tee. They do have one receiver wide. Forgive me if I can't see all their numbers from
maybe
here.
Colt Parker
That's
or somebody.
Keodrick Sherrod in motion. I lost who had the ball, Coach.
Keodrick
That was
Sherrod.
Keodrick
Yeah, he
that got
picked
the
up
ball.
about 6 or 7.
So you see right there, the first wrinkle compared to last week, Keodrick in the slot, came in motion.
I remember, of course, when they were running the spread, Kylan Gross used to run that position in the spread, kind of that. It's almost like a sprint out or a jet sweep or something.
Sweep, jet sweep, lots of names for it. Okay, so another man in motion. I believe that's Keon Atkins, number 22. He's wrapped up pretty quick. Doesn't look like much gain there.
No. And they had Keodrick Sherrod out front blocking for him. That's tell you what, that's a pretty good technique there. The key, as we talked about just for a second, the key to this offense, though, Deej, as you know, is if you grind it out, they call it 3 yards in a cloud of dust, so to speak.
Well, it's 3rd and 4 now, so you want to be a little closer than 4. You'd like to be like 3rd and 2. Keodrick Sherrod in motion. He gets the ball, and he's fighting forward, and he's going to get a first down out of that.
That looked like a horse collar, but I guess not.
But a great job by Sherrod that time, breaking tackles. He was stopped short of the line to gain, but he broke at least one or two tackles and was able to get that first down.
And like I said, that's the key is ball control, just like this, is grinding it out, and then you sort of lull your defense to sleep, and you slip in a tight end or your wide out. All of a sudden, they get way behind somebody and they're wide open, and you score a big play.
Sherrod in motion again. They're coming back with a counter,
like a counter inside
trap
there. Wow, what a play! He is driving those legs.
We got a late flag. Helmet comes off. Late flag coming in. I couldn't see who carried the ball.
Whoever the hat is will have to come out of play.
It might be Trez. Number 5 is Trez Clark. I believe he was the ball carrier there.
Yeah.
Number 5, Trez Clark on here.
Let's see what the penalty it is. A face mask against Dexter.
Is that the garden variety?
The garden variety face mask. They did a 5-yard penalty. So
do they have the garden variety, or is there everything 15?
No, they do have a different. They have a personal foul face mask.
There we go.
And what you say, the garden variety. So
I guess it was enough for a first down. I don't know. It's not automatic with the incidental, so to speak.
Yeah, 5-yard run combined with 5-yard penalty. That's 10 yards. So Bulldogs are moving again. They're at the 36. Caden Craig signals Sherrod. Sherrod gets it and kind of bulls ahead for about 3 or 4.
I don't know the play, Deej. It looked like almost like a busted play. He was supposed to go on the outside of Caden, but maybe not. That's the first time I've seen this, and so he looked like he slipped underneath him, and he looked like he was calling for him to go the other way. But regardless, they picked up a few yards, keep the clock moving.
I really love when I heard that Coach Pulley was going to put in wing T. I thought that was a great decision with our team.
No. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Coach Coach can figure out sort of what you got early.
And here comes Trez Clark, and he's going to be gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose 1. They
Didn't
lost
hold
more.
or contain there, did we?
Yeah, he lost more than that, but obviously forward progress. Yeah. He's going to lose 1 on that play, so that'll make it second and 7.
And we're under 10 minutes now. I talked to, so the clock is
third down.
Yeah, the clock is not on there, so we're 9:38 and counting. So, speaking of third down, Deej coming up here. I watched the what they call it, the Gospel of Bill McCartney or whatever, the guy at Colorado, and they showed that 5th down.
Oh yeah.
Got mad all over again.
Trez Clark moving ahead, and he's going to have the first.
Yes, sir. Tell you what, that's great blocking between the tackles there.
Absolutely. What you're seeing here is exactly what Sikeston wants to do.
Yes.
They're not anticipating big home run shots like 60, 70-yard runs. This is exactly what they want to do. Grind out the clock, churn out yardage, 3 yards, run the clock, coach.
If you remember, we had 2,000-yard rushers the year we did that. Ernest Fobbs and Victuan Riley.
Here comes Trez Clark again.
Tell you what, he may break one.
Got a lot of
hang on to the ball.
They're trying
boy.
to strip it.
He just...
And they're going to say he was down. Oh, no, wait. Nope, they did say he lost the ball. I thought the one official was pointing him down. But Dexter had a defender he had a hold of football.
He did.
And he must have ripped it out at the last second. So Dexter gets the fumble recovery.
I think they're...
And Dexter will get the first turnover.
That was a really smart play. I couldn't tell which defender that was, but that was a heady play for sure.
Yeah, I lost the note on that. Of course, they probably wouldn't have.
Yeah, we might not have had their name in here anyway.
Yeah. So Dexter, they're coming out pretty tight as well with one receiver out wide.
I do know. I think number 12 is the offered kid, so it's not correct in here.
At the 29, a very similar looking offense to what Sikeston has been running. Number 9 for the Bearcats.
I guess that's Farmer.
R.J. Farmer. That's probably accurate.
Yeah.
I apologize that we're probably not going to have many Dexter names. But that one I believe is accurate. R.J. Farmer is number 9. He picked up about 7 on that play.
That's the other thing too. You can't turn it over, and that's going to obviously in any offense that you run. But if you're playing ball control, you're certainly not going to be able to turn it over because you're not going to get the ball that many times. That's the other thing.
if you defeats the purpose. You know, you put together a long drive and then you have a turnover, then obviously you're not going to win many games doing that.
Right.
But, I mean, the good news is Sykes improved. They can move the ball.
Yes.
Bad news is they lost it before they could reach the end zone.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna clean that up. But you're right. We can move the football on.
White hats all over. So Dexter with the first down run that time. They're at the 41.
I think Dexter's got a little bit of team speed too, so we're gonna have to keep that in mind.
Number
jet sweep there.
7 coming on the sweep.
This is Lee Michael.
We may have to depend on Mr. Cantrell down there. He has an accurate program, I believe.
Yes, we might have to snap a picture of that thing to keep it here.
No gain, so now 2nd and 10. Pretty nice crowd here on opening night. Beautiful weather.
I was literally just going to say that. What a beautiful week we've had. I mean, this morning was like 57 degrees early. Wow. Love it. This is my favorite time of the year.
Can't beat the weather during the fall, that's for sure. 3rd and 8, isn't it? No, second, excuse me.
It was second and
now it's 3rd
and
down.
10.
So incomplete pass.
Yeah, Nolan Alford. That's him. That's
Nolan Alford.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Alford.
Yeah. Maybe
So
related
he's
to
number
Steve.
12.
Yeah.
See, in the program they have Ryan Lohman as number 12.
Yeah,
freshman.
maybe this is their JV, because there's a lot of freshmen and sophomores on there.
There are
We
some
must have the
seniors
wrong
listed,
one.
so who knows?
Yeah.
Either way, so we're at 3rd and 9. Big defensive play here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, this will be big after that turnover. If they can get off the field, that'll be really big.
Dexter's out of the pistol
pass.
as well. The quarterback looking down the middle on the post. He's wide open, and he caught it. He's brought down at the 20. Number 22 on the catch.
Logan Pullum.
He was pretty wide open on that play.
Yeah.
Maybe Aaron Williams on with the touchdown saving tackle. I wasn't sure. I think it was number 11.
Like we got to looking in the backfield and not paying attention.
Dexter
Inside
hands off
handoff.
to number 9. I believe that's Farmer again. Number 54, I believe, is Goodman. Carter Goodman with the tackle. Maybe a gain of 1 on that play. So 2nd and 9. Ball is on the 20. Dexter with a big 3rd down play to get into Bulldog territory. Let's see if Sikeston's defense can hold with Dexter threatening. There's that big fullback in the backfield. Jet Grams is his name. He looks like he wants the ball. He's going to roll out. Quarterback drops back to throw over the middle again.
Ooh, nice play.
Got his hands on it, but
really good play.
Number 1, Trey Gorman, defending on the play. Nice defensive play by Gorman to break up that pass.
Look what Mr. Cantrell did for us.
What a guy.
What a guy. Thank you, Mr. Cantrell.
A gentleman and a saint. 3rd and 9. So this is no doubt 4-down territory. I don't know what Dexter's kicker situation is, but most high school teams are probably not going to kick from this deep. So
the last team I remember that really had a weapon doing that was we played Warrenton here in the semifinals in like 2010 or something.
There's Jet Grams. You can see him rolling forward. He picked up about 5 or 6, and he's got it a little more manageable. It's going to be 4th down and about 4 to go.
Is that Lee Michael McDonald? There we go. Here's the Echo. We'll set that there in the middle.
That was Jet Grams on that carry, number 2.
Oh, okay.
The fullback. So 4th and 4, another big play. Can Sikeston's defense get off the field?
Yeah, this is another big play here. What do you think they're going to do? Hand it off to him again?
In motion,
Nope.
dropping back to throw.
Uh-oh, maybe they moved.
Penalty flags blow it dead. So let's see see.
Oh, we're clapping, so it must, yep, movement.
Maybe a false start. I didn't really see it.
Fourth and...
So that'll back it up. Makes it a little tougher. 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 4th and 9. Dexter was throwing.
Oh,
There you go.
I would say that they are...
They're throwing on the last play.
I would say further back, you would think they would do it again. Well, they got 2 in the slot and 1 out wide, and they're looking that way.
Under
they got
pressure.
some pressure. Get it. Oh,
He
get
gets
out
rid of
there.
it.
Oh.
Almost a great catch, but fantastic defensive play by
Sorry.
Trey Gorman.
Sorry, got a little excited.
I believe that was intended for Alford.
Yeah, well, it was, and you could tell he was under duress, and he just flipped it up there. And that's what he had to do, especially being under duress.
So we have an official
Official
timeout for water break. But that play, Sikeston had great pressure.
Yes.
The quarterback, great arm. He was under pressure, rolling to his right, threw just about a perfect pass, considering, and he put it right in the receiver's hands. But Gorman with a really good play to break it up. So Sikeston, great job getting off the field. And now they will have 1st and 10 at the 20. So with the water break, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Water break is over. Bulldogs with the ball back. Trez Clark on the carry. They got a hold of his jersey. There's going to be a flag coming in.
Yeah,
So
that's in the area of a hold a lot of times, or maybe there was a face mask again.
I didn't see it, but Clark got about 2 or 3 there. But we're going to get a holding against the Bulldogs, so they're going to back that one up.
Yep.
That'll be 10 yards. Plays, holding plays and anything like that, when you're running a ball control
killers.
offense, any kind of option type team, or you get holding penalties, it makes it difficult because you're not used to bigger plays.
Right. Get behind the old
get behind the sticks, as they
sticks.
say.
Yep.
So
Is that our first penalty of the night? I believe
so, yeah. Maybe the second one. So Sikeston still out of the wing tee. They're going to hand off to Keodrick Sherrod, tripped up in the
great
backfield.
tackle.
Number 10 with that tackle for Dexter. Levi DeMint, maybe. Let's see if
And my screen keeps going away.
that was Levi DeMint for Dexter with that tackle. Really nice tackle.
Because if he doesn't tackle him, he probably picks up 8 or 10 yards before the next defender was there.
Sikeston, the holding call has really backed up Sikeston, and a loss on that play brings up 2nd and 21.
The problem is now, is kicking it from here, you're going to be in the shadow of your goal post, and anything goes weird there, and all of a sudden you're looking at 6 or 2 or whatever. Well, here we go.
Craig
for the first
dropping
pass.
back to throw. He's rolling out. Tries to hit Sherrod on a little dump down, but that was incomplete. Even if he had caught it, it wouldn't have been much, maybe a couple yards if he had caught that. So it's 3rd and 21.
They smelled that out pretty good. They had like both of the receivers doubled there.
I do want to note that Sikeston's junior high teams last night both won. They beat Kennett. 7th and 8th grade won their season opener. That was a great start for the junior high Bulldogs.
Varsity soccer won last night. Beat Marion 7-2 or 3 or something.
Sherrod, not much there. Might have even lost a yard. went wide on that play, and Sikeston's going to have to punt.
Who our punter is this year, Deej?
I think it's Bo Riddle. And he's a good punter for the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah, he punted last year. That's right.
So Bo is going to have both feet in the end zone, punting deep. Dexter has R.J. Farmer deep to return. Obviously here you just want to get a good snap and a good kickoff.
Get it out of there.
Good snap there. Bo's rolling out.
What in the world are we doing?
He did get it off somehow, and he's going to get a good bounce out of it. So near disaster there. And he got it out just beyond the 40. So now Bo is he actually has, he can punt normally, he can punt rugby style.
Yes.
It looked like he
it's almost like what he was doing, wasn't it?
And Dexter very close to tackling him in the end zone for a safety.
Ooh. Last year, didn't he have a pick that he almost took back last year?
Can't remember. So Dexter will have the ball back in Bulldog territory at the 40. Tremendous job just by Bo Riddle getting rid of that punt.
Yes.
Dexter, they're out of kind of a wing T pistol. Hand off to number 3.
He lost the ball there.
Devin Turnbow is number 3. He picked up 9 on that play. Second and 1 now. I see a lot of similarities in the offenses of these two teams. Similar plays, similar formations.
Right.
Action lines up just a little different with the running backs facing each other almost. Number 7 in motion. He's going to have a first down, but really only a gain of 1 or 2. Who had that tackle? Is it Trey Gorman, I believe? Number 7. Lee Michael McDonald. So first and 10 for Dexter. They're at the 29. Jackson's got their backs against the wall once again here.
You just see Marcus Sanders down there on the sideline with the knee brace on. Is he hurt?
Yes.
I hate to hear that.
He had a knee injury, so I believe he's out for the entire season.
Oh, man.
Jet Grams. That's the big fullback for Dexter. Got 5, and that's exactly what you want your fullback to do.
Mm-hmm.
Bulldoze ahead, get you about 5.
By the way, just so I can rub a little salt in the wound, I remember Colorado beat the vaunted Notre Dame team in 1990 in the Orange Bowl to win.
I watched it.
And they kicked it to, they were talking about they kicked it to Rocket, and he ran it back, and there was a clip.
Yep. I still debate that call to this day.
They were talking to the Colorado guys. They said it was absolutely a clip.
Of course they do. So gain of 4 on that play. Dexter is now, they're in business. They're at 3rd and 1. Ball's on the 20.
In the red zone. This is obviously 2-down territory for them after being this close.
Clock is ticking away. We're at about 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yep.
And here comes penalty flags again.
Must be movement again. Yep.
So that'll be
traveling.
5 yards.
It's traveling.
Surprised. That time the quarterback was rolling out to the right on that play on 3rd and 1. I'm surprised they didn't give it to that big fullback, but maybe they were going to try something big, and if they can get it, maybe then go to the fullback. So now a little tougher, 3rd and 6. Clock is ticking. We're at 5 seconds. They're going to get a play off here.
Oh, a little screen.
Throw out to Alford. And he picks up a first down, out of bounds, but that is the end of the first quarter. So defensive battle so far. Dexter is threatening, though. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back for the start of the second quarter.
Madison Sanders and McKee McClellan. Sophomore, Matasia Sawyer. Junior, Brianna Jones. And senior, Jasavia Hampton. And the dance team is coached by Tanisha Pullman.
And we are back. Start of the second quarter. Dexter with a 1st and 10 at the 15. Knocking on the Bulldogs' door. Sikeston, they did have one good defensive stand on Dexter's first drive. Let's see if they can do it again. Here comes number 7 in motion, going wide. He's got a little room out there.
Good tackle. Oh, there's a face mask.
Most likely. The runner, I think it's McDonald again on that run. Got about 7 or 8 on that run. And I believe we're going to have more tacked on here with a face mask, unless there was a block on the back on the outside I didn't see. Nope. Horse collar, they call it. Okay, so never mind on the face mask, but just as pretty much the same result. Horse collar is a personal foul. And that's going to be, normally it's a 15-yard penalty, but from there it's half the distance to the goal line. So they're going to be on the 3.5, 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Give to Grams. He's got nothing. Actually lost a yard. So 64 and number 6 for the Bulldogs. Number 6 is Andrew Green. Number 64, Brody Young. Those two were in on that tackle. Brody Young taking a break after that play. Sikeston getting some fresh bodies in.
Oh, an interesting note, speaking of the fresh bodies, talking to Bobby Alford before the game, he said that there's only 3 kids on Dexter's squad that go both ways, so they're really going to be fresh late in the game.
Makes a difference, no doubt, especially in the warmer weather.
Yep. Fortunately, it's not super hot tonight. Matter of fact, it's a beautiful night.
2nd and goal. Running out, kind of an option play there.
Nice tackle by Luke Gadberry.
Luke Gadberry breaks that one up. That was kind of an interesting play. It looked like the quarterback was just going
like a shovel
follow behind.
Yeah.
But I think it was a designed option. The running back was certainly looking for it. But he almost pitched it forward just from our angle.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
So Sikeston standing up here against their end zone. Pushing them back to the 9-yard line. Now 3rd and goal at the 9.
I'll say they got that big young man in the backfield. I think I'd have to try my hand at him between the tackles. Looks like, get on the ball. Okay, we'll take that too.
That was actually, the snap was in his hands, and he tried to pull away before he secured the snap.
Right.
So it looks like they're going to send a field goal unit out.
Yeah.
So the ball is going to be, it's at the 14.
It's 17, it's a 31-yarder.
Yeah. Depends on where they put the ball down.
Yeah.
So it'll be at the 21. So, yeah, 31 yards. That's pretty standard. Right-footed kicker.
Don't hit the kicker and don't watch the fake. And
He's got plenty of leg. Did he get it through the uprights? He did not.
Look, it was
So
left.
plenty of leg.
Plenty, yeah.
But he missed it wide left. And once again, Sikeston's defense. Dexter got that thing down to about the 3.5, 4-yard line. And Sikeston bucked up, pushed him back, and forced a missed field goal. So Sikeston defense looking good so far.
Two terrific stands, yeah.
Offense looked good early until a fumble.
Yep.
Now let's see if they can get something going again.
At
Bulldog
some
football
point,
at the
who's calling
20.
plays this year? Is Coach Pulley calling plays? I can't. Or is Mr. King, Coach King?
I think Coach Pulley is.
Okay. At some point, you think we're going to slip something in there, a pass downfield. You know, you lull them to sleep.
That's usually the idea. Out of
Yeah.
When you do throw it, you're hoping for something to catch them off guard.
Right.
So you can see how Sikeston lines up. Their running backs face each other, those slot guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right up the middle with Keodrick Sherrod that time.
5.
That's a gain of 5.
You know what, Deej? I am not. I'm not opposed to us getting 5 every carry.
I think any coach in the nation would take that, including Nick Saban.
Right.
So you get 5 every single play,
Yeah.
you're doing okay.
It's a great call. Run the 5-yard play, Coach, whatever that one is.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of like, why didn't you just give him a signal for a 3-run homer? Kind of one of those things, right?
Sherrod again. This time it's about 3.
Yeah.
So this is where you want to be.
Right.
3rd and 2.
Right.
Not those 3rd and 7s and 8s and 9s.
3rd and 2s get you. Got a lot of options here.
3rd and 2. Sherrod has to come off. His helmet came off, so he's off the field on this 3rd and 2.
It's like we're going with a little tempo here, too.
Looks like it. So Gorman now in the backfield. They are going fast. And it's a
Just
sneak.
a sneak, yep, under
Caden
center.
Craig. Did he
They
get
marked
it?
him.
It's going to be close. Right at the
He's
sticks.
right at the sticks. We'll see what they do here.
Not sure he got it, but it's going to be real close.
Where's the yellow lines out there?
Yeah, we need a yellow line, don't we? They're going to
Sikeston
say
says he's there.
he is short. Oh, wait. They did get it. Okay.
Oh, they gave it to him. They're calling it. Well,
that was some. Okay, yeah, there they go.
they're moving the sticks now. Yep.
The official wasn't real clear on it.
No. Well, Dexter, looks like they disagreed.
The nose of the football is right at the line,
Mm-hmm.
and the line of scrimmage originally was the 20.
Mm-hmm.
So by that spot, that is a first down. Option play for Craig. He's going to get about 3 or 4.
I swear I was just sitting there thinking there's got to be one where he keeps it.
Yep.
It's a fake pitch and keeps it.
That's, I believe, the first option play Sikeston has
Yeah,
run.
that's you're right. You see him pull that out of there from that first fullback through, and all of a sudden you got your guys out on the side, and you got your quarterback and your other back coming around from the opposite side, and maybe a pitch or a keep. It's just a read. It's a read on the defense there.
Anytime you see him kind of fake to the fullback or the 2-back, I believe he is.
Yep.
They call that a midline option or triple option, if you will. The give that time to Keodrick Sherrod, a
He is
gain
just
of 2.
Just a battering ram in there.
Yep.
Holy cow.
So 3rd and 4 now for the Bulldogs.
4 or 5.
Man down. Is that Sherrod that's slow to get up? Yeah, they're going to have to stop and check on Sherrod. That'll give the players a chance to get a drink, give Sikeston a little time to think about what they want to do next. So let's see what is going on with Sherrod. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
St. Francis Healthcare, our staff makes us better. As the region's healthcare employer of choice, St. Francis Healthcare System recognizes quality and professionals we ask to join our growing family and rewarded with locally exclusive and abundance of opportunities to grow the floor. Join the Blues live online today at St. Francis Healthcare.
Sherrod was able to walk off the field on his own power. They're checking him out.
Yeah.
So Sikeston now with a 3rd and 4 at the 36.
See Dr. Jones and Scott Nichols down there, and they're going to give him the once-over before they let him go back in for sure.
Back at it. Here comes a wildcat for
I was
Sikeston.
going to say it was a direct snap.
Number 15
Short.
is Jaharis Goodwin.
Oh, look at Jaharis. You know what? He was hurt earlier, or he was out, and I know he got cleared. I saw him the other day. And
So Sikeston with tempo. Jaharis picked up a couple on that play. And another quarterback sneak. Let's see. That one doesn't look so good for the Bulldogs.
They didn't get it. Oh, no, he's short. He's way short. That's not even close. Well,
Number 3, Caden Craig on the carry.
they
Depends on where that ball is. Let's see where they put it down. I don't think he got it, though. Just from I see the football now. I never could see it.
No, I
so the
couldn't
official's
see it
leg
either.
was blocking it. So he did come up short. Dexter with the stop. And Dexter takes possession at the 39. Sikeston
Coach Pulley's
went tempo and tried to sneak. Came up short.
disagreeing with him about the spot, and unfortunately we don't have a. Hey, we got a replay up here. We can wind this thing back and watch that baby, couldn't we?
We'd have to get a
We'll tell them. Hey, I whistle
real
at
good
'em.
angle on it. So Dexter, nonetheless, Dexter's going to take possession.
Caden's a little guy. Surely he would have snuck under there. He could have crawled the 3 yards. Oh, get that!
Fumble. Dexter looks like
Did we
he
get
got it back.
No. Oh,
Number
oh, Luke
9,
just about got it.
R.J. Farmer came on, looked like a jet sweep.
That looked shaky from the start, didn't it? The
And he
exchange
just
was-
lost the handle on
Yeah.
it. And Dexter's going to lose about 7 on that play. So clock is ticking away. It's 6:08 left in the half. Nobody has scored yet.
Tell you what, Dexter has shown they can throw it, and I would say this would be as good of a passing down as there is, wouldn't you say, Deej?
Very possible, unless they want to get a chunk of yards back on a run. You never know.
Yeah. They've got one.
Dexter's quarterback does have a good arm, as we've seen.
There they
He's
go.
going to drop back to throw.
Luke's
Rolling
chasing him.
out. Throwing
Threw
across the middle.
Oh, that is a cardinal sin, a no, Derek. Do not throw back across your body.
That was Aaron Williams
Yeah.
defending on the play, and looked like he may have had a chance at coming up with an
Yes,
interception.
that's
It's just a little
exactly
high.
why. Yeah,
Dexter quarterback, his name is Jackson Howard.
yeah.
That it was you're right though, Matt. That's a dangerous play.
Ooh, I
Throwing
saw
it
him.
across the field like that.
He's got quite an arm,
Yeah.
but that's I would say, like a bad shot in basketball. What do we call that? Ill-advised.
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 But, didn't hurt him there. He's
All
able
right.
to get away with it. Now
That's
it's 3rd
defense.
and 16.
They get in the crowd.
3rd
Let's
and
go.
17.
That's a big stop here.
Howard drops back.
Again.
Under
Got some pressure on him.
Oh,
my gosh.
That was an interception in Aaron Williams' hands, and it went right through his hands. And Dexter caught the ball, but a penalty flag has come in at the end. It hit Williams right in the hands, and he couldn't come up with it. And Dexter, I believe it was number 22 with the catch.
It was 22.
And his
Oh,
name
they're waving the flag off
is
now.
Logan Pullum. So a big break for the Bearcats.
Oh,
At
man.
worst, knocked the ball down.
Right. Oh,
And
that
then
is
it's
a
4th
big
down.
deflation there.
So Dexter with a huge break. They get a 1st down. They're at the 19.
They were going to be forced to punt there. They had.
Yeah,
they
that would have been a punting
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Unless they just don't punt like some teams do.
That's a whole different deal. But
I believe they probably would have if it was just knocked down.
inside handoff
Here
again.
comes
Lost
big
the ball.
run. Yep, he's going to be inside the 5. I believe it was Gadberry that finally got him down. R.J. Farmer on that carry. And they're going to be down at the 4. Clock continues to tick. We're at 4:58 in the second
I
quarter.
think Coach Shepard could speed that up by about 4 minutes and 48 seconds. What? 10 seconds? What's going on?
So first and goal at the 4. This is about matches the closest that Dexter has been tonight. Quarterback keeps, and he's going to be down at the
Short.
1.
They got him short. Tell you what, they were leaning a little bit. I thought they moved, but my biased eyes saw that.
So Howard gets it to the 1. It's now second and goal at the 1.
I will say, regardless if they score here or not, this has been a pretty clean as far as, sometimes you get these early season games and you get a lot of penalties and a lot of clock stoppages and all those things.
It's been a swift half.
It's been very swift and it's been clean.
Dexter taking a lot of time figuring out what play they want to run. They're not in any hurry. Plenty of time on the clock. 3:35 to go in the half.
I guess they figure they want to score and leave.
And they're going to probably call
Burn
timeout.
it down, yeah.
They took every bit of time there
Yeah.
to think about what they wanted to do here. So they do call timeout with 3:23 left in the half. So big plays coming up right after we get back. Okay, second and goal at the 1. Dexter pretty much with 3 cracks here at putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to, unless they get some crazy penalties or something, I don't think they're going to try to kick it.
And quarterback Howard takes it on in, and that is a touchdown for Dexter. Pretty much just took it out of the pistol and just ran straight ahead, which is really all you have to do when you're on the 1. So Dexter's on the board. They strike first, 3:16 left in the half.
They don't run the swinging gate, do they?
No,
Doesn't look like it.
Lining up for the extra point, number 10. And he puts it through, number 10. Let's see, Levi DeMint, I believe, is his name. And that is it. He's the kicker. So Dexter, 7-0 lead. Been a pretty even played half, both teams. But the biggest plays, Sikeston's fumble and then you could call it missed opportunity on interception, or at least just not knocking the ball down, which deflected into a Dexter player's hands on 3rd and 17.
Yeah.
That's they're really the 2 biggest plays that have gone against the Bulldogs, perhaps costing the Bulldogs the early score and then certainly leading to that Dexter touchdown that time.
Absolutely. Hopefully, we were able to withstand the turnover. We kept them out of the end zone, got the turnover on downs, and then had them that close. And that's obviously he didn't mean to do it. It happens. He made a mistake. It's one of those things. But those are the keys that you, in close games like this, those are the ones that can tip it either way. To go your way or the other team's way. I wouldn't be surprised here to watch they might just onside this thing. I mean, they're not lining up for it.
They don't want to give Sikeston a short field with this much time.
That's a good point. That's a good
They're
point.
going to squib it all the way to, couldn't see a number. Number 2.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that's Isaiah Jimerson Patterson.
Yeah. Okay. Got it to the 40. Or we're looking at the, no, I didn't see the side judge. Where'd they mark him out?
So he got a nice return there. Now, the squib did not work out for Dexter that time because
it doesn't start well till they touch it too.
Yeah,
and then
Isaiah Jimerson Patterson was able to get a nice return up to the 38-yard line.
Right.
So very decent field position for Sikeston to start out with 3:09 left. There's plenty of time left.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Craig not under center, but in the pistol. Gives to Sherrod up the middle. Picked up about 3. Good to see Sherrod shook off whatever happened. He's back in the game. 2nd and 7. The clock is ticking. Now the clock is going to be a problem unless they can start moving the ball a little quicker. They can't slow down too much here.
Yeah, we're going to have to go to a similar tempo we had there on that last possession.
A little different look here. Let's see, there's some confusion.
Okay, we still got time for the 10 seconds left on the play clock.
Here
but that's
comes Clark. There's some confusion on the blocking schemes on that play.
I think they were confused, and so were the offensive linemen.
But Clark was still able to get about 4. So it's now 3rd and 4, 2:10 and counting in this half. So the ball is at the 45. Sikeston's going to have to speed up a little. Clock is ticking away. Craig gives to Sherrod. Not much there, but he is
first down.
Fighting his way ahead. Fighting his way ahead for that first down. And Sikeston's going to burn a timeout.
Yeah, probably
I believe.
A good one.
Let's see.
Probably a good one.
Yeah, so Sikeston does call time. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 49. With that timeout, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. So 1st and 10 for Sikeston. They're at the 49. 1:50 left in this half.
2 timeouts remaining.
2 timeouts left. Sikeston just used their first. That's Jahar's good one. There's going to be a penalty flag there. So
moved.
That was a false start. That's 5 yards there. 1:48, 2 seconds ran off on that play. Sikeston now with a 1st and 15. They're probably going to have to throw a little bit with this much time to go.
Is the clock up? Yeah, the clock's burning. I'm not sure we know that.
Now they're stopping it.
I think they're
toss sweep to Jahar Goodwin. Nothing there. Dexter swallows that up. Loss of about 4 on that play. They gave him forward progress to the 40. And as soon as he got out there, he was gang tackled. There wasn't much there, not much room for a good one that time.
Comes Colt Parker in. Looks like they're going to have to attack this thing if we're going to score.
2nd and long for the Bulldogs. Dropping back to pass, Craig steps up in the pocket, and he's going to put it up. Oh, right in the hands, it looked like, to Keon Atkins. He couldn't haul it in. And that'll make it 3rd and about 18. 3rd and 19.
He comes in with that one, Deej. He's going to the house.
Yeah, he got behind the defense.
Yep.
And it's a tough angle for us, so we couldn't really see if it hit him in the hands, but it looked like it was catchable. Craig put the ball where he could catch it, but I just couldn't tell if he was able to get to it. So Sikeston takes another timeout. 52 seconds left in the half. Sikeston will be facing a 3rd and 19. So most likely, I would think another pass coming up.
You know, there's different schools of thought. You run the ball, run more clock, try to burn time. You know, they'll probably call timeout just to try to put on some sort of pump block. You know, you wouldn't. Let me back up. I'm thinking what I might do. No, and I mean, you know, really, that, you know, they're on our side of the field. That's what I would think they would do. And so.
Well, definitely, if Sikeston gets stopped on a run or if they don't get the first down, Dexter will certainly call a timeout and make Sikeston punt and get the ball back.
Right.
So here's a 3rd down play. Craig throwing deep to Colt Parker, and he got interfered with.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
So
he got it.
Very clearly,
yes,
pass interference.
Yep.
And I'm not sure that defender needed to do that because it looked like that ball was going to be out of Colt Parker's reach. But Dexter defender clearly knocked Parker down, and he had no shot at catching at that point. So
when I saw him come in, I thought, man, they may throw this thing up to him. Okay, we got 46 seconds left, Deej. That's that's not a spot foul,
no, unless the rules have changed. It'll be a 15-yard penalty.
But that's more than 15 yards.
Well, that's not. They're not going to keep the ball there. Why did they decline? I don't understand this.
Their guys are out on the field. Their coaches are.
There's no way the ball could be there. Now, pro rules, NFL, the ball is right where they had it. But this is high school, so it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, an automatic first down, right?
I'm not sure if that is a rule anymore.
Yeah, we're getting word that it is an automatic penalty, 15 yards and an automatic first down.
They change those rules all the time. So it is definitely 15 yards. So the ball will be on the 45. Right, should be right there.
I liked it in the other spot.
And looks like the chains are not moving. So it'll be 3rd and 4.
That's not an automatic
that
first down.
That rule changed years ago.
Oh, yeah, well, at least it's manageable now.
Yeah, those rules have changed.
That's high school and college.
44 seconds. Clock is ticking. I don't think it should be ticking, though.
Oh,
and that ball's on the ground. Craig could not get the hand on the snap, and now it's going to be 4th down.
We're calling timeout.
Sikeston's going to use the timeout to stop the clock. So I'm going to assume, since they called timeout there, that Sikeston will go for it here.
Yeah. I would think if you could pick this thing up, and then I think you're probably forced to throw a little bit at that point because you're running the ball in the middle of the field. You can't get to the sideline.
So it's Sikeston is down to no timeouts. That was their last one.
Right.
It's going to be 4th and 4. I have a giant pole right in my way, exactly where the ball is. Who designed this press box?
Got a score here from our one of our favorite viewers, Mr. Rod Anderson.
Oh.
Hillsboro up 20-7 on Cape Central in the first quarter.
Hillsboro's going to win most of their games, if not all of them.
They are a juggernaut.
Yes, they are.
And they're good, too.
Now, Cape has some talent.
They
They have some very talented athletes.
Yep.
And now Sikeston will be 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Got a score here. Caruthersville and Central, which would be Park Hill Central, are tied at 14 in the, it says first.
Here comes the Bulldogs. They are out of timeouts, trying to get something before the half here. Craig looking deep.
Oh, he's got him.
He's got a man open, but he's out thrown. That was Isaiah Jimerson Patterson overthrown on that play. And now 3rd and 10. A few seconds ticked off. 21 seconds left in the half.
Tell you what.
Seconds left in the half.
Tell you what. This may not lead to a score, but that was a fantastic call on 4th down. That inside
definitely.
Trap.
Yeah.
What a nice call. Hey, and great execution, too, by the O-line.
This is where Sikeston doesn't have very good team speed, and this is where it comes back to get you. You don't have guys who can break those big runs.
Right.
So, which makes keeping the ball and ball security imperative when you don't have those home run hitters.
Yep.
So here we go with 3rd and 10 at the 30. Craig again. He's trying to get out of pressure, looking, and intercepted.
My goodness.
So that hit in the receiver's hands, and it popped out of his hands into a Dexter defender's hands. That's the second time a deflected play has gone into Dexter's hands.
Wow.
And that will thwart Sikeston's scoring attempt. And now Dexter.
Tell you what, though, look like we got some guys that can get open, though.
They are getting open.
Yeah.
Just got to secure the catch.
Right. I would guess Dexter would just kneel on this and get in the.
Pretty deep, so I would
mean,
think this would be a kneel. But
yeah, 90
there's
or
10 seconds to go.
83 yards, 85 yards. You think you would just take this one and go in the locker room. They're sort of lining up for that.
They're in a tight formation, no receivers. Yeah, they're going to take a knee. So that'll bring it to the half. And a very defensive-minded half. Dexter with the lead, 7-0 over the Bulldogs. So we got the Sikeston Bulldog Marching Band coming up. We will take a break and let you enjoy the halftime show. We'll be back for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Sikeston dance team. dance team. For your halftime entertainment, the Sikeston Public Schools presents the Sikeston Bulldog Marching Band under the direction of Darren Steelman and Kim Whitehead. The drum major is Madeline McCord. The band will perform music from movies of the 80s. They'll begin with The Power of Love from Back to the Future and then perform Ghostbusters. Drum Major Madeline McCord, is your band ready? You may take the field in exhibition. gentlemen, please stand for our school song, The Red and Black.
Point up. 1, 2, 1.
Sikeston Athletics would like to thank the sponsor of tonight's game, First Midwest Bank. Bulldogs are thankful for all of your support. Locally owned and headquartered in Southeast Missouri, First Midwest Bank has been a part of the Sikeston community for 30 years. Stop by one of our 2 locations or visit onemidwest.com to see how we can help you make your financial dreams a reality. If you haven't got your pulled pork nachos yet, there's still time. Take a walk over to the Visitors Concession Stand, and we promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, throw them in, I'm gonna throw it back. Hey! You gotta come out with this intensity though. Nothing but intensity, alright? Let's go, let's go. Hey, D-Line, let's go!
And we are back for the start of the second half. They're waiting on the clock to get reset at this point. Players are lined up. Bulldogs to kick here in the second half. I don't see the white hat. I think they're just, I think they're waiting on the clock at this point. So the first half, Dexter took advantage of a couple breaks. Now one of them they made, forcing the fumble to start Sikeston's opening drive. They had a pretty good drive going and forced a fumble. And nothing came of that. Dexter was drove down, and Sikeston got a stop. Sikeston's defense has been pretty good most of the night. And probably, though, the biggest backbreaker was a 3rd and 17 pass by Dexter that Sikeston had a chance to intercept. The ball hit the hands, and it bounced off the defender's hands, and Dexter caught it and got a hit off a deflected pass, got a huge first down on 3rd and 17. And that led to the only touchdown of the game. So that's where we stand at this point.
Yeah, that was a backbreaker, Deej. That one was not only would have probably just turned the game around, they obviously wouldn't have scored. That led to that, and you never know what kind of momentum you have. If you pick that off and run it back some, I don't know if we would have taken it back, but suddenly it's 0-0, and it's a different game. But
yeah, 0-0 would have a different feel about it. Now, Sikeston did threaten to score right before the half and got down into Dexter territory, probably I think it is the deepest they've gotten tonight. And again, a drop pass. They had a pass in the receiver's hands. It bounced out of his hands, and Dexter was able to intercept it with 10 seconds to go. And there's no guarantee Sikeston's going to score, of course, but that thwarted any chance of getting a score right for the half. So squib kick. Dexter picks it up on the run. Can't see his number. He's at the 30. 6.
Is that 12? Is that the Alford kid? No,
7, I believe. Is that McDonald? I lose track of the names. I'm sorry.
I think that's right. Deej, will give a quick shout out to my niece watching at our home, Merritt Page Baldwin.
Oh,
Yeah. Hi, Merritt. Thanks for watching with Aunt Erin. I'll see you in a little bit when we get home.
did I meet her?
You did? That's Joseph's little girl.
Yeah, I did meet her.
They're here this weekend.
Oh. So that was Lee Michael McDonald on the return. So Dexter coming out. Kind of a wing T set out of the pistol or even shotgun maybe.
Oh, nice.
Big fullback hit immediately. Who is
what,
that number? Is that Gadberry with the initial hit, I believe?
Grabbed his leg and stood him up. Yeah, he was swinging that ball around like a loaf of bread. I thought it was going to come out.
So that was Graham's for Dexter, and I believe it was Luke Gadberry, number 44 for the Bulldogs, in there quickly and just held on to his leg while his teammates came in and finished off the tackle. No gain on that play, and it's now 2nd and 10. Just at the start of the third quarter here. Dexter with their opening possession of the second half.
Be big if we can hold them
What'd I
deep
say,
and get them off.
Third quarter.
Third quarter, yeah, second half. You said second half. We can get them off the field here. Oh my gosh, that was almost picked.
Kind of a
Inside screen.
bubble screen. I'm not sure the terminology, but Sikeston had a defensive guy there who may have made a play but couldn't get there. But really only a gain of 1 on that play. It looked like he's going to get a lot more. And so now a 3rd and 9 for Dexter. Big play for the Bulldog defense coming up.
We got to get off the field here, Deej. We got to get our offense back on here. I'm going to guess there. It looks like they're passing. They got 3 on the top of the field there. Out.
So Hampton back to throw. We know he's got a strong arm. He's going to launch it. And it's caught.
Out of bounds, wasn't he?
They're going to give him a catch, so I guess he got a foot down on the far side. We couldn't really tell from here. It almost looked like he may have been out of bounds, but the official ruled he got his feet down inbounds. So that is a first down for Dexter.
Coach Pulley needs to throw the flag and take a look at that one.
Excuse me, I said Hampton, the quarterback. The quarterback's name is Howard. I apologize.
yeah.
Jackson Howard. So
Good quarterback.
he's got a strong arm. Yes.
He can sling it or spin it, as they say.
Dexter at the 34 driving. 10-15 left in the third
they moved,
quarter.
they moved, they got it. Okay.
Penalty flags come in. They listened to you, Matt.
They heard me. The slot out here moved on this end.
False start for Dexter. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty, 1st and 15, Bearcats.
Dexter now with a 1st and 15 at the 39.
See this receiver right here. Oh, well, she was lined up offside.
Howard back to throw, going deep, right down the middle.
Oh.
And incomplete. Trey Gorman defending there, intended for number 1 for Dexter. Houston Neely is his name.
Tell you what, that would have been incidental contact, but I could have, I wouldn't have been surprised if there would have been a flag there on that one.
A little contact with Gorman and Neely.
But it was incidental. I mean, he wasn't trying to trip him. He just, feet got tangled up.
Both wear jersey number 1. 2nd and 15 now. Dexter taking a couple more shots on this drive than they have been.
Passing
And
it
here
again.
comes Howard rolling out again under pressure. This time he's open.
Oh my gosh!
And he did not come up with it. Incomplete.
I think that hit him. I mean, I think he.
Yeah, I think it was Trey Gorman on the defensive play again, able to at least distract the receiver, may have even got a hand on it. It looked like that, I forget the number 1's name, excuse me.
Aaron Williams.
Number
Oh,
1
for them, Trey
Dexter.
Gorman. Oh,
Houston Neely, excuse me. Well, I have to dig through my phone to find their program. I wish it was in the program in front of me. But Houston Neely looked like he had a step beyond Gorman.
He closed quick.
And Gorman was able to close the ground and make the play. So 3rd and 15.
We'll say they moved.
Penalty flag.
They moved.
This one's going deep.
Pick it.
That one's got a chance to be picked off.
Okay.
And I believe it is picked off by Aaron Williams.
Yeah. They moved anyway. There was going to be a flag against them. You got to.
So let's see what
take
the
the
penalty is.
play,
Here comes the white hat to tell us what happened.
Yeah, they shifted over there.
And yeah, that will be against Dexter, and they're going to decline that. So
yeah,
Aaron Williams with the pick that time, and he was able to catch that one. That's a big play for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And now Sikeston with a stop on their opening drive.
Okay.
They will have 1st and 10 at their own 16.
It's probably not much worse than a punt, really, but gives you a little life on your defense when you pick one.
Had a couple halftime scores.
Oh, I didn't get any more. Rod's falling down on the job here. They only sent me a couple of
I'll
them.
tell you as soon as we get a chance here. So Sikeston coming out with their first possession in the 3rd quarter. 9:28 left in the 3rd. Penalty flag is in. That's probably going to be a legal substitution.
Yep.
So that'll be 5 yards before Sikeston even gets started. So I don't know if these are halftime scores or not, but Hillsborough is defeating Cape Central 20-14. I'm not sure the time of the game. And I got these at the half when we were at halftime, lots probably happened since I got these scores. And Poplar Bluff beating Valley View, Arkansas 14-13. Okay, let's see what happens on the Bulldogs play. 1st and 15 after the penalty. And I lost it.
Oh my gosh.
Keon Atkins, that's who had. So
Keon, that's Keon. I thought that was Caden. I thought that was a keeper. Nope, there he is out here.
Keon got the ball. Keon, a sophomore for the Bulldogs.
Okay.
And he got about 13 on that play. So it's going to be 2nd and 2. So a couple more scores. Park Hill Central 34-14 over Caruthersville. Kennett 12-0 over Donovan. Chaffee 14-12 over Charleston. And then
New Madrid.
Farmington 28-7 over North County. So here we go again. Looks like Keon Atkins breaks free for another big game.
We got a hat off. We got to bring a lineman
So I believe that's straight out of the Wildcat.
Yeah.
And interesting that they're doing this now, because if you remember last year,
that's what we did with
that's what happened with Heckemeyer.
Yeah. East Prairie is up at half, 32-30 on New Madrid on a defense optional game.
That's a defense optional. Not much going on there. Very different from what we're watching tonight here. Sikeston on the move. They're at the 39, and here comes Atkins again. And he's still loose. Oh, he just picked up a block.
Go, Keon.
He's got a little room.
Okay.
He's across midfield. I don't see any laundry on the field, and that's another Bulldog first down. So Atkins into Dexter territory. 3 straight runs for Keon out of the Wildcat.
Park Hill's up 49-20 on Caruthersville. Thanks, Mr. Wad, as Luke used to call him.
Yeah, you're getting way more updated scores than mine.
Hey, Rod's big time.
So Sikeston's at the 38. 3 straight runs for Atkins out of the Wildcat. Let's see if that continues.
Deej, we've got 150,000 people watching us right now.
Wow. Here's Jahar's Goodwin
maybe
on the carry. He gets 1. So the little change there. Jahar's Goodwin then out of the Wildcat.
You hear me? We have 150,000 people watching us, is what Mr. Bidler said. Hey, maybe 150. But thanks for tuning in.
150,000. We're riding high, aren't
Syndication.
Gain of 2 or so with Goodwin on that play. Here comes Goodwin again. Jahar's Goodwin. Oh, that snap looked like it hit the running back. So Jahar's fortunate just to even pick it up.
And thank you for watching, by the way. We appreciate you tuning in with Coach James and me.
Maybe a loss of 3 or 4 on that play. So it's now 3rd and 12. Crucial mistake that time. I guess either the center snapped it too soon or the man in motion wasn't where he was supposed to be. And the ball, when it was snapped, hit the man in motion. Sikeston fortunate to just even get the ball back. So it's now 3rd and 12, 6:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Here comes Atkins again, straight out of the Wildcat. He gets about 5 or 6. He's down at the 30. Sykes is going to be faced with a 4th down.
You know, you watch these plays, and of course you watch them in the college, NFL, and you watch these guys run these things, and they're really not. I mean, they're just a direct snap. It's just really. You wonder why it's successful. I guess they're not prepared for it. You know,
Well,
it's just
you have maximum blocking.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing how effective it was last season against Dexter.
Right.
When Heckemeyer rushed for over 200 yards in the half, and it just basically just taking the snap and running with full house blocking, and Dexter just had trouble with it. So we have a motion penalty there on the Bulldogs, so that's going to make it a little tougher. So maybe 4th and 12.
What do we do? Kick it now, or you got to? Well, I guess here a punt. I mean, if you kick it in the end zone, you're going to net 10 yards. So I guess there's not a whole lot to do.
May see a pass this time. Let's see what's going to happen. We got Caden Craig back in the game.
There's Colt Parker sliding to the other side. Oh,
More
Lord,
movement.
move again.
So Sikeston saying the Dexter guy made me move, but if the Dexter guy did not cross the neutral zone, it doesn't matter. Let's see. No, that's against Sikeston. So the Dexter guy can move all he wants as long as he doesn't get in the neutral zone.
Colt jumped a little.
83 is Bo Riddle.
That's Bo. I'm sorry. Sorry, Colt. I said Bo. Sorry about that.
Colt is 13.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's Bo. Sorry.
So Sikeston now even longer. They're on the 40. Caden Craig back under center. Coming back with Trez Clark. He's got a little room, but that's not going to be enough. So about a gain of 10. It's a nice play, but yeah, when you're that far behind the sticks, it makes it tough. So turnover on downs for the Bulldogs. And Dexter will take over. We're going to have official timeout, I believe. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with the rest of the 3rd quarter. Out of the water break, Dexter back with the ball. They're on the 31-yard line. Howard takes the snap, brings it to number 9. Is that Farmer? RJ Farmer, yes. So a gain of 2, I guess, on that play.
See if our defense can step up again, Deej.
So defense has been pretty solid.
They have.
Just I mean, you hold a team to 7 points. That you hope that's usually enough to win the game.
I know we scored against Hillsboro's first team. We scored 14 points against Hillsboro, and you only think it's against the JV or whatever, but they scored.
Yeah,
they scored in the first half.
One of them was a short field. Sikeston took possession at the 10, but one of them was a legitimate, pretty lengthy drive. So here comes Dexter's quarterback, Howard, on the run, and he's not going to get much, just a couple. So it's going to be about 3rd and 7, maybe. 3rd and 6, possibly. So 4:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Another big 3rd down. coming up.
Turnover battle. We've had 3 and they've had 1. Does that sound about right?
We've got
Or 2.
One takeaway. I think Sikeston has 2 that they've given away.
Okay, I thought we had 3 turnovers. Okay.
Unless I'm forgetting one. The opening fumble and then the interception right before the half. I can't think of another.
I think that's right. I think that's right.
So 3rd and 6. Man in motion. Howard gives to the man in motion. And he made a move and he got loose.
You got to make that tackle. You got to make that tackle.
He threw down a couple jukes, and Sikeston could not come up with the tackle. That was McDonald on that run. Made a couple nice moves and left Sikeston grasping, and they couldn't make the tackle. So first down there, big play for Dexter. They're at the 48 and driving. 3:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. The pole is back in my way, Matt. The pole.
Let's just bring a Sawzall next time. Just cut that baby out of there. Tired of looking at it, too.
So Dexter on the move. Here comes the man in motion. And that is Farmer again. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5.
I think their size is starting to wear on us a little bit. We're starting to arm tackle a little. And
as you touched on earlier, having superior depth does play a role. Especially in these early months where it's a little warmer. Now, even though tonight's a very nice night, it does play a role. So 2nd and 5.
2:30, about 2:30 left and counting in the 3rd quarter.
This game has absolutely flown by.
Yep.
Not much scoring will do that. Teams keeping the ball on the ground will do that. 2nd and 5, and here comes Dexter again. They're going to give it to Farmer again. He could be tackled in the backfield. They couldn't come up with it, and he's got a 1st down. A 7-yard gain there.
Deej, another viewer checking in. Uncle Lev watching from Kentucky Lake. Thanks for watching.
And winding the clock again, and now Dexter has a 1st and 10 at the Sikeston 40.
Need a strip or a botch snap or a pick or something. Got to turn this thing right here.
Somebody's going to have to come up with a big defensive play to stop this momentum.
They got their big kid out in the slot over here. That's an interesting lineup.
And here comes another fly sweep. And that is McDonald again. Boy, he's shifty, and he's loose again.
Gracious.
He is very shifty. Sikeston seems to have him dead to rights, and he somehow gets loose about every time. So that's McDonald down to the 22-yard line and another Dexter 1st down.
I see why they had that Grams kid out there. He was a blocker on that play. You got to remember that. And he was in the slot and running to his side.
This may be a timeout for the Bulldogs. We're going to talk about this. This is a crucial drive because as the way this game has gone, a 2nd touchdown could be a problem. Sikeston has not shown they can score, and you want to keep this a 1-score game. So timeout for the Bulldogs. They're going to talk about this. Let's see what the coaching staff can figure out. We'll talk about it when we get back. Trying to get the play clock reset to 25. So now we're at 1:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dexter is driving. And here comes Grams right up the middle. He's still
Stood
not
up
down. He's got
quick.
a couple yards.
Ended up being a successful tackle, but he tackled him awful high, didn't he?
Yeah, you got to go low on those big guys. So it's 2nd and 8. Ball's at the 20, back in the red zone for Dexter. I don't believe Sikeston has been in the red zone all night. This is Dexter's 3rd or 4th time. One of those turned into a touchdown. 2nd and 8 at the 20.
Long time viewer.
Here comes Graham again, pushing ahead. Got about 4 or 5 on that one.
Clay Madison with the shout out. He's watching. He's asking if that was Michael McDonald playing for Dexter, the singer. I think it maybe his son.
It is Michael McDonald. It's Lee Michael McDonald, but yes, it is Michael McDonald.
Yes.
And it's Lee Michael, I believe, is hyphenated.
Yes, yes.
So 3rd and 3, 17 seconds. The play clock is at 13, and it's about a second ahead of the game clock. So Dexter has to get a play off before the 3rd quarter is up. This will probably be it. 3rd and 3, big play here. Man in motion. And
it's a hold. He missed the hold on 2. He missed the hold on 2, and they're going to score.
Howard is pushed out of bounds. Around the 5. Hard to see from here. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Dexter threatening heading into the 4th. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for the 4th quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Sikeston varsity cheerleading squad. Freshman, Azaria Smith, Kaylee Payton, Jalea McCray, Addison Looney, Avery Fritz, Marley DeMint, and Kenzie Coleman. Sophomore, Natalie Wheeler, Jordy Parker, Stacey Gilmore, and Anna Curtis. Junior, Stevie Walton, Lorelei Standard, Lily Robin, Haley Presley, Avery Newton, Mylan LeBoon, Sophie Hunter, Meredith Croce, Landry Easton, Lee Coppin, and Mackenzie Coker. Senior, Christiana Staples, Kate Schrupp, Julia Sanders, Megan Parker, Olivia Cadbury, Chelsea Couch, and your head cheerleader, Haley Tate.
Here we are at the start of the 4th quarter. Dexter knocking on the door here. They're at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4. So big trouble for the Bulldog defense. Let's see if they can stiffen up. There's McDonald. Can they get him down? He's slippery. May have some face mask this time. So
I was just going to say, I think they've thrown the laundry out there. It looks like probably a garden variety.
they had him tackled.
Had him
or
again.
had him in their grasp for at least a loss of 2. They're talking about what the penalty is.
He's slippery.
I think they're trying to decide what kind of face mask we have here. And it's going to be just a 5-yard face mask. And that
Garden variety.
will be half the distance. So the ball's going to be on the 3-yard line. That's tough for the Bulldogs because they had him tackled. And someone grabbed the equipment that you're not supposed to grab. 1st and goal again, this time at the 3.
And they grabbed the face mask too.
That's Graham's. He fell down before he reached. I thought he fell down before he got in there. But they're going to signal touchdown there. So Graham's able to get in from the 3. And Dexter now with a 2-score lead. 13-0, 11:50 to go in the game.
It looked like he was 2 yards short. Maybe just an angle here, I guess.
My eyes aren't what they once were, Matthew, but I didn't think he got in from here. But they're a lot closer than I am. And we got a Bad snap,
Are
and
you
they're going to get the two-point conversion, and there's a penalty flag down. So we may have a late hit on the quarterback. So it's a personal foul roughing the passer against Sikeston, and that will probably be tacked on the kickoff. So it was a bad snap. The Dexter holder had to just make something happen, and of course every team practices that. And they he rolled out and found a receiver who was open. Made a good throw on it.
Well, the venerable Chris Hotchkiss has weighed in, and he didn't think it was a touchdown either.
Well, he has the benefit of TV.
Well, now Micah Harris, my brother-in-law, said he was in. Hey, we got a little controversy.
We do have some controversy. We're going to have to sort this out and see if that was really a touchdown, aren't we?
Yes. Let's roll the tape.
Now, if he didn't get in, it would be 2nd and 1 on the inch line. So.
Right.
But anyway, they called it a touchdown. It's 15-0. Dexter is going to get a 15-yard bonus here after the late hit roughing the passer.
They're kicking from the 55 now.
So, yeah, the rugby rules here. CFL, yeah. So they're going to be kicking from the Bulldog 45, and it won't take much to put this one into the end zone. Let's see if that's what they want to do.
We got them right where we want them, though, Deej. Thought it was a 55, Mr. Beidler.
He's going to kick away, and that one's going to reach the end zone with no trouble at all. So, Sikeston, they got their work cut out for them now, so they're going to be at the 20. Only 11:50 to go in this game. There's plenty of time, but they've got to figure out a way to put that ball in the end zone, Matt.
They do. They've had some success throwing the ball, and that fake toss and the inside give has netted some big yards for them, and has the Wildcat.
There's been some success, no doubt. But you have to finish off drives.
Right.
And let's see, Sikeston back in the wing T. That is Bo Riddle. And here comes Keodrick Sherrod on the carry. Picking up about 4.
That's the good and the bad with this offense. It's not very high, as you said, not very high powered, and it's a little bit slog here. That's a cramp, I'm guessing.
Sherrod, yeah, after that run, his leg is cramping, I believe. He's trying to get off the field, but they're going to replace him. Here comes Keon Atkins into the game.
Is that an official timeout, Deej?
It would be, yeah, injury timeout. They may have just, since there's that stoppage there for the injury, they may have had just, I think they're saying to go ahead and play. They sometimes they'll do that and say, let's just go ahead and take a water break. But no, they got the players back out there, so we're ready to go. 2nd and 6 after that run. Here comes Atkins again out of the Wildcat. Not much there, but he still got 2 or 3 yards out of it.
Third and 2 or 3rd and 3. Yeah.
So ideally, this is what you want out of this type of offense, but the clock's against you at this point, so you got to go a little faster.
Right. We got 10:45 and counting.
Craig back in at quarterback. He's going to hand off to Keon Atkins coming around the backside.
Oh, no.
And I'm not sure exactly. Was that
fumble
a fumble? I could.
Oh, Mr. Beidler yelled fumble, and it sure is. Oh, that was Andon Christian, looked like, wasn't it?
Maybe
No.
Trez Clark, maybe. Either way, Sikeston came up with it. I have no idea what happened.
Great play. That's a great design, Coach.
Yeah. So, first down for the Bulldogs. And they're at the 34.
Yeah, we see the full moon. Maybe a weird ending here. We hope it's a weird, wild one here, and Bulldogs come out on top.
That give up the middle. Oh, I didn't get a number, but a pickup of
Trez,
about
maybe?
8. That
Nope,
is
Keodrick.
Sherrod, so he got his leg worked out. Gain of 8 on that play. 9, excuse me. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1. And to give to Sherrod again. Up the middle. He's going to have the first down.
He picked it up that time.
Couple yards there. So that'll briefly stop the clock while they reset the chains.
Keodrick wants them to keep cranking, and they're picking up the tempo here. They didn't go.
Yeah, they really have to because the clock is ticking away. You keep it on the ground, that's the other thing. Clock ticks, which is, again, what you want, but not when you're behind. Pass over to number 9. And nothing there on that play. Number 9 is Kendarius Love. So a loss of 1 on that completion. Sikeston going fast.
Don't snap it yet. We got a couple guys trying to get off. Maybe Trez is cramping there.
I believe Craig's going to keep it, and he picked up 5 or 6.
Well, they're staying stop the clock because he ran out of bounds.
Yeah,
So
so that will stop the
helps.
clock.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't seen Craig keep it much there. The defense was fooled, faked to the fullback.
Now here comes Colt. That's who I look for something to come his way. He's been open a couple of times.
They threw to him earlier, and they
he's got
drew
single coverage out there. And he's a tall young man. He's about 6'3" or 4. They're looking at him.
Craig looking to Keon Atkins, incomplete. So that will bring up 4th down. 8:40 left in the game. And this could be the game if Sikeston doesn't get it.
It could. Yep.
Sikeston has to get this to have any shot at winning this game.
I don't know if you noticed, but they had Colt double teamed that time. He had been open most of the night.
Well, they threw the deep one early to him, and it drew a pass interference.
Right. Well, this time they double teamed him, and he tried to check down.
So 4th and 5. Big play here.
Oh, they're moving.
No call. We got a new quarterback in. Is that Pierce Baker?
Baker.
That is Pierce. Pierce trying to get free, get rid of it. Pierce, he somehow got rid of it. I don't know how Pierce did that. And Keodrick Sherrod caught it.
So, what a play.
So out of nowhere, Pierce Baker comes in on 4th and 5. To my knowledge, it's his first snap of the night. He's pretty much wrapped up for a sack, and he somehow gets rid of it and gets it over to Sherrod for a first down.
His first snap of his career,
Yeah,
right?
varsity, I believe, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he took some last week. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. So that time, I believe, is that Sherrod again up the middle.
He looks like he knows what he's a junior. No, he's a sophomore.
Pierce is a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yes.
He knows what he's doing. I mean, he's not. Doesn't look like he's nervous. He stood in there and withstood the barrage and flipped it out there and picked up a big-time
Pierce
first
is a football
down.
player, I'm telling you. I watched him through junior high, and he was a playmaker out there. So just a sophomore, but a little spark here all of a sudden.
Yeah. You feel kind of the momentum shifting. That's a big 4th and 5 we picked up. They're kind of out of sorts on defense right now.
Rolling out. He's in trouble. Can he get rid of it? He does get rid of it. And it's complete.
Okay. We stop the clock.
It does stop the clock. That's good news.
Bad news, we didn't pick up anything, but we didn't lose.
But didn't lose anything in the clock stop. So good job by Pierce to get rid of it.
Wow. Tell you what, I'm mildly impressed. He's playing really well.
Completed it to Keon Atkins for no gain, but It's something very manageable here. 3rd and 5.
Right.
Obviously, this is 4-down territory.
We
And
call
Dexter
timeout.
is
Oh,
going to call
Dexter.
timeout.
Okay,
So
even better.
Dexter,
7:26 left, Deej.
with a new quarterback in the game, Dexter probably needs to, they're wanting to adjust what they're going to do defensively and probably just mainly just talk about the main points at this time. Don't let anybody beat you deep. Keep everything in front of you. Even if they get a first down, it's not the end of the world. Just don't let them beat you deep. That's what you'd be telling your defense right now.
Right.
So just kind of reminding your defense of the important points at this time. So looking ahead at our schedule, see if I can get my, well, thought I could get the schedule. There it is. Get my readers on, Matt. And so tonight was Mom's Night. And then next Friday, Sikeston will have Kennett coming in. It's Kids Night. So we'll have a broadcast next Friday
We got
against
3
Kennett.
in a row. So we got Farmington the week following
And then
here.
Farmington, that's the Hall of Fame,
Okay.
Wall of Fame night. So here we go, 3rd and 5. Pierce Baker still in at quarterback, looking to throw deep. Got a man
He
covered.
had his hand on his back.
Was that Jaharis, I believe?
Yeah, that was
Jaharis
Jaharis.
Goodwin was the intended receiver, and
I thought-
pretty well defended by Dexter.
Well, he was, but he had his arm wrapped around him, though, too, or at least to me it did.
Yeah, no penalty flag was thrown.
No.
And here's another 4th down. There's 7:20 to go in the game. Pierce Baker still in at quarterback. That was a sudden change, too, because it was a 4th
I didn't
down
even
play.
see him, yeah.
No, I didn't see Craig come out of the game. And it was a 4th down, and I don't know if Craig got hurt or what happened, but Pierce just came in and made the play. 4th and 5. Under pressure, he dumps it off to a lineman, and that'll be a flag. So
Yeah.
that'll be a turnover on downs. You can't throw to a lineman. That would be an ineligible receiver. He
Hey,
did
it's good
catch
hands.
it. Coach Byler did note the lineman caught it. That's Vic Mora that actually caught the ball, which, you might as well catch it if it's thrown to you, right? But that'll be a declined penalty regardless because that is a turnover on downs. And Dexter will take over. At least we think. They're still talking about it. I'm not sure what there is to talk about here. Should be a pat on the head, I would think. Yep, pat on the head against Sikeston. That's an ineligible receiver. A loss of down. So I guess they are taking the penalty because you lose yards and a loss of down. So regardless, you picked up, if you take the penalty, you might have picked up a few yards there compared to where the man was tackled. So I think they picked up 3 or 4 yards. So
Right.
almost,
I don't know the net.
almost
out of that.
negligible. But either way, Dexter will take possession. And they're on the 42. And now Sikeston is going to have to dig deep. A near miracle here because it's 7:14 to go, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and get 2 touchdowns. So Dexter with the ball. First things first, you got to get a stop. Here comes Grams up the middle. He's a battering ram. Isn't he?
A load in there.
So he's 5'9", 205 pounds. And I don't know if 205 that may be a little light because he is a thick rascal. He got about 4 on that play. So 2nd and 6, the clock is ticking away.
I agree with you, Deej. I think 205 is light.
Yeah. Unless he's shorter than 5'9". So
Looks about that.
and movement, I believe, against Dexter. So they had some little bit of movement there, and that'll stop the clock. That'll
Right.
benefit Sikeston. 5-yard penalty as well. So that'll be a 2nd and 11. They mentioned it earlier, though. Somebody on Sikeston defense is going to have to come up with a play, maybe a strip. Maybe
yeah, that's the key.
Dexter probably won't throw it much, if any, at this point. But you almost have to go for those strips at this time. You got to come up with a play. Clock has started again. 2nd and 11.
Just 6:10 and counting.
Here comes McDonald. He's the one that's been hurting the Bulldogs with big runs all night. And not much there that time. So no gain there. McDonald has been one of their top playmakers, and he has had some huge plays, especially on 3rd and longs, where it looks like Sikeston might have him.
Yep.
And he somehow is slippery enough to get out of there.
Slithered out of there.
And get first downs. So here's a big play. It's 3rd and 11. You have to get off the field here if you're the Bulldog defense.
And not only, I mean, obviously a big play and get off the field, but the clock stops on the change of possession and all those things. So
going over the middle, deep post. Oh, pretty good defense there.
It was.
As Bo
right
Riddle,
at the
I
last
believe.
minute. Yep.
And again, the receiver was behind the defense, but the ball slightly underthrown where Bo Riddle could at least get in the way and deflect it out of there.
Yep.
So Dexter, this might be their first punt of the night. I don't remember them punting earlier. I think.
I believe this is the first punt, and that's their quarterback. And I would.
Trying to get their personnel out there. Play clock is at 8 seconds.
Oh, they're running a play.
No, they're going to punt it.
Okay, it's a. Oh my gosh! Don't hit him.
That's
we didn't
that's
have
a
anybody
booming
back.
punt.
Oh crap! Oh gosh!
Yep. And Dexter, I believe, came up with that ball.
We just got to get out of the way of that thing.
Yep. So the booming punt.
And look who recovered it. 7. Got the Lee
McDonald, yeah, he's been everywhere. Huge spiraling punt, and Sikeston's cover men, or at least return men, they didn't really have any return men back. They could not get sight of the ball, and the ball took a weird bounce and hit one of them. And of course, once that happens, it's a live football. Dexter can get it. So that could do it, Matt. 5:06 to go in this game. Dexter now has the ball back after Sikeston forces a punt.
Yeah, you can tell their defense is a little dejected right now.
Oh, that's a killer.
That's a backbreaker.
It's an absolute killer.
Yeah.
Your defense does the job. They get off the field. They force the punt. And special teams botches the play.
Yeah.
And now Dexter has it. And not only do they have it with a 14-0 lead, or 15-0, excuse me, but now they're it'll be tough keeping them out of the end zone from the 10.
Yeah, that's going to be extremely tough.
So we mentioned the schedule. So Kennett next Friday, Kids Night that night. I'm not sure what Kids Night entails. That's a new feature.
Maybe it's the Little League football or whatever they play at halftime.
And then September 15th, Farmington is coming to town, and that'll be the Wall of Fame induction night. And then Sikeston will go on the road for a couple games at Poplar Bluff and then at Jackson. So here we go. Dexter with the ball back at the 10. Quarterback is Howard. He keeps it, and he's brought down for no gain. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jackson, Howard, the quarterback keeps it. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Bearcats.
Even if Sikeston somehow is able to get a stop here, it'll be not much time left in the game by the time they get the ball back. We've got 4:35 on the clock, counting away. Now 2nd and 10. Dexter will keep this very simple, I imagine. Don't think you'll see any passes.
No, they're going to work the clock all the way down.
Here comes McDonald.
He's going to get in.
He is down about the 2-yard line.
And they can pick up a first down as well.
Yeah, they could. They could get inside the 1, and that would be enough for a first down. So it's now 3rd and 1. Tough spot for the Bulldog defense here. Who've actually played pretty well all night.
They have. They played valiantly all night, and they've done some really good things, and we've got nobody out in the flat out there. Oh, there we go.
3rd and 1. Howard taking the snap.
We'll call a keeper here. Nope.
And they give it to Grams, and he bulldozes in there for a touchdown. So Dexter extends the lead with 3:32 to go. Battering ram, Jet Grams, J-E-T-T, Jet. A lot of the Sikeston faithful starting to clear out. There was actually, Matt, I was kind of looking around, a pretty nice crowd out
really nice
for this
crowd.
opening game. I mean, it's tough to speculate on a number, but I was talking to Rusty Hendricks over there. I was thinking 3,000 or 4,000 people were here at
absolutely.
least.
Yeah.
And Dexter brought a very nice crowd over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I was down on the track at halftime and looked back up here, and it's a very, very good crowd.
Bulldog fans are going to go home disappointed tonight. It's 22-0, 3:32 left. And at this point, if you're Sikeston, let's get something positive out of this. Let's try to go down and get a score before the game is over. Try to get some points on the board.
Right. We will. Hats off to Dexter. They've made the plays when they need to make the plays. Their defense has stood up, kept us out of the end zone. Now, some of those mistakes that we made were self-inflicted, so to speak. But hats off to them. They've been opportunistic when they've got the chance to score.
I believe that's Isaiah Jemerson Patterson.
Yep.
He takes the ball off the ground. He's got a little room out there where he stopped. Now he spinned away.
Oh, boy.
Now he's doubled back the wrong way, and he's in trouble. So you can't do that. You have to just keep going and get what you can. And he's going to be down around the 5-yard line. And here comes a late flag. White hat looking Sikeston's direction. We're going to probably have an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Looks like George Bays, which I think it is.
Maybe a little mouthing going on. Get an unsportsmanlike penalty or personal foul. So maybe a late hit then. I didn't see what happened.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs.
No, I'm sure it's not okay, and you don't want to do that. And I'm sure coaches will grab Isaiah and talk to him, but I know it's frustrating, but you can't allow yourself to do that and put your team even again in a little worse position.
If it was him that did it, I don't know. They didn't say a number.
Yeah.
I didn't see what happened. But the personal foul will be enforced before the drive, so it's half the distance to the goal. Sikeston is now inside the 5. It looks like about the 3-yard line. 3:20 to go in the game. But yeah, you're right though, man. Regardless of who it was, you can't do what happened, whatever happened.
Yeah.
I believe that was Keodrick Sherrod on that carry. Just a couple yards maybe.
Number 33, Keodrick Sherrod on carry. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 Bulldogs.
We are under 3 minutes to go in this game. Sikeston just has not been able to string together much offensively. They've had a couple drives that were pretty nice, but just couldn't finish them off. And sometimes it was, like you said, a self-inflicted mistake, maybe a movement on the line or.
Yeah, it was something late in the drive like you were talking about.
Or a fumble one time, and then interception stopped another one, which was actually a ball hit the receiver in the hands, and it popped out of the hands into the hands of a Dexter player.
Yep.
Those little mistakes like that, like you said, self-inflicted, a lot of it, and Dexter made plays on them. to be sure.
Oh, no, absolutely. Right.
But-
Right. No, that, all credit to Dexter.
So here we go with a 3rd and 3 or so. I believe that's Sherrod again. He's trying to find something. He might have got the first. Let's see. It's going to be close.
They're calling.
They're saying wind the clock. Now, one set guy says stop the clock,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Well, they say
It's
they know
right
whether
at
to
the marker. They're moving the sticks.
scratch his watch or wind his butt. So
So one guy said wind the clock. The other guy said stop it.
right. Okay, so now they're calling it.
But it is a first down. Say this, Sherrod has had some tough runs like that
He
where
has been a grinder.
he's
out
probably
there.
not going to end with a huge statistical night, but I bet his broken tackles number will be pretty high.
For sure.
Here comes Keon Atkins in motion. They're going to run option his direction.
Oh.
That's Craig on the option keeper. Gain of 7, I guess. Probably his best run of the night. Maybe 8 even. So a 2nd and 2, I would say. And we are at 1 minute left in this game.
We're under a minute and probably time for a couple more plays.
So, Matt, that is not actually a full moon. That would be a little,
Boy, I tell you
little bit
what,
less than a full
It
moon.
is.
You had a blue moon the other night.
We did.
A rare
we
blue
did.
moon.
We did.
Now, that doesn't mean it's blue in color. It's just a
Right.
terminology, they call it.
Right. That is, boy, you're right. I guess it's not full, Deej, but it is 97%
Full
full.
moon the last couple of days. Here's Sherrod on the carry. We're down to the last few seconds of this game. Sherrod never did go down, but they ruled him dead
Wow.
by forward progress. Well, he threw the ball.
He flipped it at the
Yeah, there's
official,
still,
and he was
still time to go, but
Yeah.
they may not get a playoff after he flipped the ball away.
Yeah.
They could use their final timeout, but I think they're just going to let this one play out.
Let her eat.
So that is the final score. Dexter wins here at Sikeston Public School Stadium 22-0. And disappointing for the Bulldogs. They had
Definitely.
opportunities, just a few mistakes here and there. And Dexter made plays. I mean, when it gets down to it, Dexter
Right.
came up with
Right.
the plays.
Right.
And Sikeston still just having some trouble securing with ball security,
Right.
and obviously a few of the mental things like motion on the line and movement or something like that.
Yep.
So, parting thoughts before we sign off here, Matt.
Well, we've seen a little bit more of the Bulldogs. We'll see what kind of offense they're going to run. Again, if we can just shore up some ball security, I think we've got a chance that we can stay in a lot of games with that offense and not. Looks like the defense is playing pretty well. I know we gave up 22, but a couple of the last one was a short field. But I expect us to come out next week and give Kennett all they can handle. And before we go, Deej, thank you to Mr. Beidler, his crew for the great audio and video and the graphics and all those things. And thanks for being able to have this service and provide to our Bulldog Nation.
Well, so Kennett will be here next Friday. It'll be kids' night, and I know the Coach Pulley and his staff, they're going to be trying to work with a game plan and try to come up with something to try to defeat Kennett. And they're working, they're trying, and they're trying a lot of things to put the players in positions to make them most successful. And I like the offense. If they just clean up some of those little things we just talked about, some of those mental mistakes.
Right.
And
I think it's the offense that we need to run.
I think that is
totally agree.
the absolute right call to run that,
Yep.
that type of offense with this team.
Agreed.
So congratulations to Dexter. Big win for them. They're 2-0 this year. Bulldogs are 0-2, and they will take on Kennett next Friday right here at SBS Stadium. We'll have the broadcast for you here on the Sikeston YouTube channel. And that will do it for us tonight.
Yep.
I'm Derek James, along with the president, Matt Tanner. We are going to sign off. Thank you to Coach Byler for all he does with the camera crew, and we'll see you